Hello, do you guys see me? Do you guys hear me? Hello, hello, hello. I don't know. Why is it saying my camera's not working? What the hell is this crap? Hold on. Ah, Jesus. Why is this happening again? Why is this happening again? I don't understand it. What is happening? I don't know. Can you guys see me at all? Hear me at all? No, yes, hopefully. Okay. YouTube's just being retarded and not showing me streaming on the YouTube part of it, but it's showing me here on OBS, so I'm assuming everything is going good. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. Let chat fill up a little bit. Okay. You're streaming saucy. Okay, it's working. Good, good, good. Okay. Then just YouTube's being a pain in the ass. Whatever. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to What's in This Poonsauce, episode 9. Today we got an interesting little topic to talk about since this recently just happened. But before we get into that, let's go over a little bit of the buffet of what I'm vaping on here. It's not a lot. I have a few things. Been kind of keeping it easy this week on just setups, kind of toning it down a little bit. Who knows? Just want to try to get through and use some of the stuff I've been wanting to use and just get through juices I've wanted to get through, but pretty much it. So, starting off today, I got my Cartel Revenant with the gear on top of there. Matchy, like full stainless setup. I'm really enjoying. Of course, this blue is, I love it. Apparently, Cartel and them aren't around anymore, so if this mod finally goes to shit, then looks like it's just done. And then inside of there, I got some Transistors Nazo. A great summer vape right now. Like when it starts getting warmer out, these nice citrusy vapes are starting to become really, like, I don't know, satisfying, I guess you can say, which is nice. What else do I got going right now? Actually, do I only have 2 setups going right now that I'm actually using? That's surprising. Well, next I got, finally, since it's Wednesday, gotta rep the Warlock's hammer because it's Warlock Wednesday. Big shout out to Mark Clough and Amy for these fantastic mods. Fantastic parallel 21700 unregulated, just power to your face, and it's awesome. I know I haven't seen both of them on Discord for a while. I guess they're really busy. I guess they got some new stuff planned, but Mark and Amy, if you're watching, I miss you guys. Come and hang out on Discord soon because we all miss you over in Discord. So on top of there, I got my Warrior. Of course, it's just like a go-to RDA for me. And inside of there, I got some Guerrilla Warfare 0.270, an old bottle. This stuff's kind of steeped. Whatever. I don't know, I'm reading chat. Okay. Pretty sure for chip fails, Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's the chip. It's more like just because I knocked the... This is answering Irish's question. I knocked the Cartel over one time, and it's kind of... I don't know if you can see, like, the door kind of sticks out a little bit more now. But that's, like, the first step of it going to shit. But it works fine. It does what it needs to do. It still vapes, so I use it. But yeah, guys, that's all I'm really vaping on today. I don't really have I have a bunch of mods. I'm like a couple mods on my desk, but I'm not really using them right now. Like I haven't been using my Monarch because I'm waiting to get some polishing stuff so I can make it look pretty and not have to deal with my hands smelling like freaking pennies and shit and smell like I just had a handful of change. But it is what it is. Yes, that's all it is. So, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys had a fantastic week. So, well, halfway through the week. Kind of gets you through the beginning of the week. And then we can start getting on to a lighter note. Since it's Wednesday, that means Friday's right around the corner. So, yeah. Let's get in this. So, earlier this week, I believe... This came out yesterday, I believe. Don't quote me on this, but... The FDA finally released the final guidelines for businesses for the PMTA process and all that kind of stuff. It's a It's pretty long. It's like a huge letter. I'm gonna post the letter here in the document itself here in chat, just so you guys. It's very like government oriented. It's like its own mini book, I guess you could say, just because it has like table of contents and all that crazy stuff to where it tells you everything and like definitions of all that kind of thing. So here is like about the vapenews.com article is it gives you a really good like breakdown of what's in there that are kind of, I would say, used in like the government field and medical field and all that kind of thing. It's very, they have scientific terms and all that, so it's, I don't want to say I want to dumb it down a little bit, but kind of just get it into like an everyday stance of what I feel came out of that. So I'm pretty much going to go off of what, what's this gentleman's name on vapenews.com, Mr. John Castle. If you haven't checked out any of his articles on vapenews.com, I highly recommend it. He's a great writer. Also, if you haven't checked out Angela Garrity on Vaping magazine at vapon.com, do that as well. She's another fantastic writer, and she does some amazing articles on advocacy and stuff that's going on in this industry that everybody needs to know about. So what we're going to talk about right now is pretty much, I'm going to go over stuff that, things to take away from this article. It's a lot to read, so I'm going to try to, things you can take away from it that would be easy for everybody to understand. Let's see. Where is this? Okay. So pretty much there's a couple takeaways on this. First of all, the predicate date has not been moved at all. We knew that August 8th, 2016, I believe it was, when they originally created this predicate date for it to be, I think it was like, originally it was supposed to be sometime in 2018, I believe it was, where they were making the actual predicate date was supposed to be, but then they pushed it back to 2020, and then I think that's what it was, 2020 or 2022 or something like that. And now with this new thing that came out, the predicate date has not been moved. They have left it where it is, and pretty much now every vapor company out there will now be required this pretty much to take a part of this PMTA to pretty much stay in the industry, stay as a business, because there's a lot of steps they're gonna have to go through. I want to go talk about this really quick because we all have talked about the amount of money that these companies are gonna have to spend to fill out and go by the guidelines the FDA is wanting, and some of it is just some of the most absurd dollars amount I've ever seen, because it's insane. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they're putting such a hefty amount of money to where companies would have to put out this much money just to be approved by the FDA and have that kind of thing happen. So what I want to go off of is this. So pretty much what was said in this article, how it's kind of like explaining everything, is it is no overstatement to or what's that say? I don't even know what that says. This is pretty much, okay, I'm not going to read it exactly what I was, because so pretty much this, how much money these companies are going to have to spend is going to devastate most of this industry. So the amount of money, the pre-market tobacco application, the PMTA, is in the low mid hundreds of thousands of dollar range, around, I think they were saying around 117,000 to 466,000 per, that most companies are going to be able, that will have to put out for these PMTAs. So that is a scary thing, because think of all these companies out there who have multiple liquid lines, because I think it's, I'm not 100% sure if it's per nicotine strength as well, where you have to register these ones, like, so you have to, so let's say you have, where's a good example? Okay, rounds. I believe they had, originally they had 3 flavors, I think it's like 4 or 5 flavors now. So they have 5 flavors they have to register, and I believe they have to register each nicotine strength as well per one. So pretty much how you have to go, so let's say this is a bottle of 3, you have to register this, plus the other 4 flavors that are in that line, and then you would have to register the same thing in like a 6 milligram, or if you went up to a 12, and so on and so forth. If you're a company that makes like 24 or 18 nic, you would have to register each one as like each individual nicotine strength would be what they would need to do, and that would just be outrageous amount of money. I like what LabWorks says, PMTA, Philip Morris Trade Agreement. That is, I mean, what else can you say to that, to be honest? It's because we all know most companies out there will not be able to afford the amount of money that they want us to put out to take part of these PMTAs. And so they know that with this happening, there's only going to be one thing that's going to happen, is that all these small little companies are not going to be able to stay afloat and do this. Pretty much what they put on, let's see, so it'll pretty much cost a minimum of $117,000 to put your liquid on the market. And then, so let's say if you have, so here it's described, if you have 6 flavors with 3 nicotine strengths and a cost of at minimum over $2.1 million, guys. Millions of dollars you'll have to spend to get your liquid on the market. So if, let's say, you're a smaller company out there, like, say, let's just throw in the Gathering Vapor, their liquid. They would have, if they wanted to become PMTA compliant, they would have, so let's say how many juices he has, he would have to spend millions of dollars to make his juice on the market. That would be insane. And no small e-liquid maker would be able to afford that at all. So this is something that definitely people need to pay attention to. I know a lot of the average vapors out there don't pay attention to the business side of it because obviously it's not involving them and they don't really care. Yeah, so it's each and every SKU for this, LabWorks says. So that's insane. So pretty much think about, with all these people out there that don't really keep track of the PMTA stuff, for the regulations that the government are coming out with to attack these companies that are in this industry by either making e-liquid or making hardware or anything like that. Most of the public that are vapors out there don't care about that because they're only in it for themselves. They only want to get their fix. They only want to get their juice. I would say go to the shop every maybe 2 weeks, grab a bottle that will last them almost 2 weeks, get a pack of coils and have them last, and they won't show up for another 2.5, 3 weeks. That's the average vapor out there, guys. That's not who the people in chat are. That's not us hobbyist vapors out there who are almost every day sometimes buying something different offline and all that kind of stuff, where you're spending as much as usually that we are, which is, I don't even want to know how much I've spent on product and like juice, hardware, all that stuff. I don't even want to know, because I would probably punch myself in the head knowing I've spent that much. So it's the crazy thing that we need to get kind of the people out there to understand what's happening. That if you kind of bring this to their attention, guys, it will kind of make them realize, hopefully, that you tell them that, oh, your favorite juice is now going to have to fill out this kind of PMTA kind of thing without getting all technical, and just tell them they're going to have to pay millions of dollars to get this juice in the market and get them to stay in the market per FDA guidelines. And if they're not going to be able to do it, you won't be able to get their favorite juice anymore. And that might be the way to affect the people. You have to kind of tell them it's going to hurt them where they're going to feel it, either in their personal needs or personal wants, where they pretty much stick to it to where they want to spend money on this product because that's all they need. Or you're going to get those people out there who are going to find something different and not going to care still. But then you're realizing that what's really going to happen towards the end of this, guys, is only big tobacco supported e-liquid companies out there are going to be the only ones on the market now. If this ends up happening to where each liquid company has to probably most likely pay a minimum of $2.1 million, at least, depending on how many flavors you have, it's going to really affect this industry in a really bad way. So It's scary. Yeah, the black market on this industry, I already know it'll probably happen. It's going to be insane how much this industry will change once this happens, with all the predicate dates and all that kind of thing. It's going to be, we're going to be in for a ride, guys. It's going to be insane. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I have enough stuff here to last me for a while, to be honest. But to the point where, yeah, getting your pirate's hats ready. It's going to be, I don't even want to think about what it would be like, guys, because it's going to be a struggle. I mean, a lot of us know people in the industry that either are DIYers where they can still buy it, not fully approved, or you can buy it underground, or like how Labworks is say black market selling it, to where you could just say, oh, I'm buying this from a friend, it's like a hair product or some stupid shit like that, and nobody will know. So it's one of those things to where I can't stress this enough. We need to start getting people to know about what's going on. Even like, we need to kind of get those people that are just are not the average hobbyist vapors out there involved, but we just need to get those average vapors, the everyday vapor that you see going to a vape shop every week. We need to start getting those people involved in what is actually happening, because if we're not going to win this fight ourselves. The hobbyists are not going to win this fight. We're not going to. We need more people involved. We need people that we've shown that have helped, this industry has helped people, and that we're going to be putting millions of people out of jobs, hundreds of thousands of people out of jobs if this goes through, because it will be putting so many companies out of business, and how many of these companies have people working for them. It's a lot of juice companies out there, guys. A lot of juice companies. I don't really care if it's liquid juice. I don't give a fuck. So think of all, like, how you'd be getting all those people unemployed, and then of course all those big tobacco companies are going to be, or supported companies are going to be, continuously making their money. I can see the bottles of e-liquid being up to maybe 40 bottles of $40 a 60 mil. I could definitely see that happening in the future. I wouldn't be surprised at all, because it's going to be a controlled market. It's going to be controlled by the government. It's going to be a controlled market by Big Pharma and the FDA. And it's going to be something that, if we don't do anything to put a stop to this, it's going to change the industry as we know it. It really will. So always have to get in touch. Try to reach out to somebody. Reach out to the people that are those everyday vapors, but also reach out to the non-vapors out there that have family members who have been affected by losing possibly family members from smoke-related illnesses. Involve those people who want something that, I would say, hate smoking as much as I do, and they kind of can go for it as with a different outlook. And hold on, my mouth is so damn dry. I need to drink. Hold please. Yes, I got a 2-liter. Don't mind me. Oh, man. When your mouth is so damn dry, it, like, you start having issues about talking, to where it's just like, like grossness. So, yeah, okay. God damn it, I have to find my train of thought. Okay. Holy shit. Oh, guys. Man, shit's been like, let's see what Chad is saying in here. Labworks just said he has 30 liquids, but here in Australia we have currently 0 milligram nic. Okay, so, well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how Australia is going to do it, because each country is going to be running their kind of thing differently. The FDA isn't going to is it going to control a lot of these other countries that are doing their own thing with vape products? I know the UK is just going to keep continuing to do their own thing. Obviously, they're something that we want to kind of them to set the example. We've been wanting that for years, because how their regulations are with that kind of thing is such a good thing for the public of everybody, that it's crazy that you're looking at, it's only a body of water that's changing so many things. Literally, the UK is so for vaping, and then you get the US, who is so against vaping, it's ridiculous. And you get Australia, where they're so against vaping, they're so against nicotine, they consider you like a drug dealer if you have any kind of like personal amount of it. They're considering as like you will get arrested if you have nicotine on you. Yeah, that's what Labworks is correct. They'll try to control the nicotine because the nicotine is what people really want out of this industry. That's because what do you think people use to quit? They want something that gives them the sensation of a cigarette. What will give you that sensation of that feeling in your throat? Nicotine. Nicotine is the reason why we're all vaping today. Is because at one point in our lives we were addicted to nicotine or addicted to cigarettes, and we needed something to help us get off it, and that would still give us that same feeling, but is a healthier alternative. It's not as deadly as cigarettes, because obviously World Council of Physicians has ruled vaping at least 95 to 98% safer than smoking cigarettes. I'm willing to take that risk. Are you willing to take that 2% risk? I sure as hell am, because I know if I didn't start vaping, I'd probably be still smoking hookah today. Because that's what I was on before I fully quit. After I quit cigarettes, I went to hookah, and then knowing if I never found this industry, I would have still be smoking hookah today. I can guarantee it. And it's a crazy thing, guys. So if you have friends out there who are those kind of everyday vapors, not the hobbyist side of it, but try to get them to learn about this. Bring it to their attention, kind of get them involved. I want people to be involved that are usually not involved with this kind of stuff. It's hard to do, and it's because they're not going to really want to hear what you have to say. It's you have to approach it in a different way to where I don't want to say you're talking to. You're not going to be talking to an average vapor. I'm trying to figure out how to word this shit. You're not going to be talking to the hobbyist side of it. You're going to be talking to just the normal person who just uses it to get off cigarettes. So your words are going to have to be used differently. You're going to have to you can't go straight at it and tell them what's happening all at once. No, because it's going to go straight through their head. They're not going to understand a word you just said, and it's going to be too much information at once. So what we need to do to get them to know about what's going on is we need to get a little bit by little bit of what's going on and get them slowly to realize what is actually happening. Because the mass public isn't stupid, guys. If they see what's going on before their very eyes, they'll understand it. They'll open their eyes, hopefully, and be able to kind of get their heads out of their asses and get involved like all us hobbyists in chat, or all like you guys in chat are doing. Because we can't do this by ourselves. We're fighting a losing fight, and there's only so much we're going to be able to do with it just being us. So guys, I'm getting towards the end here. You have like 6 minutes left around there. Kind of gonna just wind it down towards the end. Kind of just give you guys some updates of what's happening. So Saturday I got my show. I'm still trying to figure out a guest, so stay tuned for that. Most likely see a Instagram post or a thumbnail post for me on Friday, pretty much telling everybody who my guest is going to be, so keep an eye out for that. Also, Friday, we got the green room, of course, with my Ohmie, Frames Janklin, and my good friend, Mr. Sean Typhon, the Angry Hippie, so you're not going to miss that. And then we got the Vape Stew, probably I would say like hour and a half after that. I could be wrong. Yeah, probably like an hour after that. It's usually from 7 to 8, so you got the Vape Stew with Swag, Stan, Daily Vape TV, Nick, and then Joel. So you're not going to want to miss that as well. And of course, let's rewind to tomorrow. What's going to be tomorrow, which makes probably Thursday my favorite day of the week because I get to watch the awesome Grim Green on his live vlog. Hopefully, he can make another beer explode. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because that was the best thing ever. And then we got, of course, right after his vlog, I would say probably like a half hour after his vlog, we got the lovely ladies over at That's What She Said. We got Ruby Roo, we got Michelle Lynn, we got Jess DHD, Double Helix Designs, and then we see a little Danielle Jones, and then we got Miss Angela Garrity. Those 5 women are doing such a great thing. So if you guys haven't checked out That's What She Said, go to Ruby Roo's channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You're not going to want to miss these shows. These ladies are setting the bar for live streams to where, yeah, us Ohmies are sitting there like, wow, what the hell are we going to do to freaking live up to this? Yeah, it's going to be hard, but they're setting a standard that all live shows should be going by, because they set the bar. They really did. And it's kind of one of those things where I love every single one of those people on that panel. I love what they do. I love how they each have different opinions, and they don't clash or anything, but they kind of mold together into one cohesive group. That's why That's What She Said is probably one of my favorite live shows out right now, because they're doing it right. And of course, Saturday we got my show, which is What's Your Story? I mean, I get guests on, and pretty much I can tell them I want them to tell the world what their vaping story is, because it's one of those things where I feel like it needs to be told. Not enough people get the opportunity to share their story with others, because everybody's journey of getting off of cigarettes was different. It really was. Everybody had a different mindset. Everybody had different opportunities of how to do it. Everybody had a different time to where they were either dual using or vape for a little bit, stopped, and then continued smoking, and then went back onto vaping, and then eventually quit. So everybody has a different experience, and I feel like that is what makes my Saturday show so great, to where there's so many experiences that are going on with that, to where you can learn so much from these people. And some of them are just great friends of mine, everyday people, and I've learned so many things from just average people, not like all these influencers that are on YouTube, but just for people I talk to on a daily basis, and having them be able to share their story is something that I wouldn't trade in for the world, because it's a great thing, and it will hopefully inspire others to do the same, and kind of it put people in a different mindset, of a good mindset of this could happen and this could be a positive thing, and where, yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. And of course, it's usually, I'm not sure what time it usually happens, but we got the weekend. Whoa, hiccups. Yeah, mouth dryness, holy crap. We got the Weekend Wisdom, which happens sometimes it happens before my show, sometimes it happens after my show. It's back and forth depending on their schedule. We got Texas Cloud Town, and then we got Shane Oakley, and that are on their Saturday show, but they usually have a guest sometimes too, which is always fun, because you get to see a third set of opinions. So what else do we got? Then of course, next Monday we got Vaping with the Ohmies. We're all going to be back. Of course, it's Monday, so we're going to be back on the channel doing our live stream. And then we got 3 Amigos after that. So the week is just full and packed of just craziness. And of course, me and a couple of people are going to be going down to Houston next weekend. Not this coming. So this coming Friday, 2 days from now, will be a week until I am leaving for Houston, Texas. So excited. Get to see Stan, Swags, and all of them, and I'm really, really excited for that. Going down to see the vape showcase in Houston, which it's going to be hot, but I think it'll be fun. Really fun. So, yeah, let's see. Wow. Brain fart. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Guys, remember, before I go, I wanted to let you guys know I have a giveaway going on right now. Here, gotta grab them. Hold on. Is it up? Fucking upside down. God damn it. For an RX 2700 and an iconic RDA. And the instructions of how to enter this giveaway are so simple. I've had a few people to participate already. All you have to do is either go into any of my videos that have been posted already, or your favorite video, and let me know what your favorite is. And all you have to do is comment #DunkelCroy. I am going to be having this giveaway going until the Saturday after Houston. So I am going to be having this giveaway going until the 29th of June. So you will have that almost 3 weeks to comment on any of my videos and put that hashtag Knucklecroy in there and have the opportunity to win a full setup, which is not a bad setup. I think the combo would go quite well with each other. So don't forget to do that, guys. And yeah, that's all I got for everybody. Hope everybody that came in enjoyed. And I'm kind of a little off today. I'm just kind of out of it, so I'm just kind of trying to keep things simple and straight to the point today and not really bullshitting as much. Even though it seems like I did a little bit, but whatever. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Have a good one, everybody. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.